What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here. I know you're seeing NBA, I'm seeing NBA. I'm excited to finally be back playing NBA. It's what I started my channel on, that with some NCAA football. You know, I like to mix it all around. But anyways, as you can see right here, we have the wheels. And what we're going to do, without further ado, is enter the new challenge. And we're going to spin both the wheels and see where we're rebuilding a team in the Jordan era. We are rebuilding the Washington Wizards. So this is going to, during that era, then we will just redo it. We'll respin the team. But yeah, it's going to take me a minute to get all this set up because I have not played this in a minute, boy. Alright, so I know it said Wizards. We're going to go Bullets. I was like, Washington had a team back then. You're right, they did. They had the Bullets. We're going to rock the Bullets for the rebuild here. So I would do a fantasy draft and all that fancy stuff. But I decided against doing that. And we're just going to use the draft classes that they already have set up for us here. I don't know why, but my console does not like 2K for whatever reason. And I'm also going to have to learn how to do all this again. Alright, it's coming back to me. Yep. I don't need you to tell me how to play this game. I appreciate the effort, though. So I guess the way we need to go with this rebuild is we have Purvis Ellison. We have Leto. I don't know who that is. Larry Stewart, John Williams. I know Harvey Grant. That name sounds familiar. David Wingate sounds familiar. Yeah. I thought that said Mark Aguirre. All right, so they really don't have a whole lot of talent here. So what I'm going to go do is eventually, yep, there we go. Alright, Trade Finder is my best friend. Don't care. Oh, they got Bernard King. Yo, he's old as hell. And we got the Nuggets second round pick, the Pistons second round pick, the Pistons. Okay, so we have our picks though, so we can do that. So what I say we do is throw Michael Adams a first and let's just throw Michael Adams and a first in here and see what we can get. Eventually, maybe. Did I break it? Wow, that takes forever. I'm going to have to figure that out. All right, Hersey Hawkins, Moses Malone's old self. Horace Grant, okay. If we don't finish the rebuild in 1 year for whatever reason, we'll take over to the next year and just go until we do finish the rebuild. Del Curry, no. I'm good. Spud Webb, no. Scott Styles, no. I'm not really. Ooh, the young man himself, Drazen Petrovic. I'm good on these picks, though. If I'm being honest. All right, let's try Purvis Ellison in that first. Okay, there's a little bit of something. Some Hersey Hawkins. Again, but this time with Manute Bol. Yo. Oh, he's only 7'6". Lame. He's supposed to be 7'7", 7'8". We could take the Chicago Bulls apart from inside. I don't know that I want to trade young talent like that, but I could take them apart from the inside because are they going to be as good without Horace Grant? I don't think so. Ooh, Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale, but we would have to win this year. Ron Sickley, Del Curry, Muggsy, Spud in the first. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to have to build my own trade with this because there's just not that much talent back then. All right, finally the Cavs agreed to a trade offer I really didn't want to do, but I know that in this era the big men are, are the way to go. So we got Brad Daugherty, North Carolina's own, to start at the center position for us. I gave up. Damn, I probably should have showed that. How do I go to the? Also, I fixed an issue that I was having. If you guys are having that issue, I'm very sorry. Yeah, so I traded Michael Adams, Harvey Grant, Liddell Equals, 2 first-round picks and a second just to get Brad Daugherty and a bum. So, yeah. All right, will this trade work? I decided that I want to get Danny Manning. Okay, and I don't want to give up more than 2 firsts, so we're going to throw Larry Stewart in here. Involved in a freaking thing. I'm trying to get away with as little as possible giving up. But I don't know that that's going to happen. I think I'm going to have to give up a first, and I can't give up that first. Bruh, please accept this trade. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I feel like you got to trade so much in this. And I can't just whatever. So we got Brad Daugherty, Danny Manning, and now I got to get some more players on the team. All right, so I traded Harvey Grant to get Horace Grant, or I traded Bernard King to get Horace Grant. Bernard King a second for Horace Grant. Trade Horace Grant in a second for Jaroslav Petrovic unless I see a better trade. But I don't think I'm going to, and I definitely need somebody that can lock it down as well as shoot the ball. So I think we're going to do this deal. And that's going to leave us looking a little something like this. All right, not great. Okay, but it's a start. Okay, better than we were because we do have Brad Daugherty. In fact, I am going to just do 1 year rebuilds. But, yeah, we got a little bit of perimeter defense going here and some A-plus shooting. We needed a shooter. You got to have a shooter, especially. You just do in the 90s. I mean, you don't because it's not modern. It's not Curry era, but, like, it definitely helps. Now I just have to go through and find my small forward. I need somebody that has some good perimeter. I need a lockdown defender at small forward. The Bulls obviously have Mike and Pip. That's not happening at all. Larry Nance, but he's a power forward. Honestly, he'd probably be better. Can I trade Danny Manning? Actually, hold up. Am I being dumb? Is Danny Manning? Oh no, that would be an upgrade. All right, go talk to the Cavs again. Not Mark Price. How about? Nope, you're the wrong one. Larry Nance. He's older, but maybe we can make this work. All right, so they need to give up some money. You give me Chucky Brown, and they're a freaking championship contender, bro. Ugh. All right. Moving on. Dominique's not going to happen. Kelvin Willis, not really looking for that. Glenn Rice. Ooh, Glenn Rice. But he's young, so he's probably pretty valuable. Can we get out of here getting Glenn Rice? I don't think that's going to do it with the... Involved in a... Wait, what? Hold up. I have not messed with these settings enough, I don't think. I need to make sure we turn off injuries because we're not doing that. Pro. We'll go and do Hall of Fame. I don't care. I don't think it matters. Where is what I'm looking for? Nope, none of that is what I'm looking for. Give me just a second. But I could not find the Stevie Rules. They freaking moved it out of the way, and that pissed me the heck off. All right. I do need to check to see if there is any free agents. This is what we need. We are going to try to get some free agents thrown on the squad. Nope. Don't want to do that. Wrong one. All right. Let's go ahead and get Gordon Dudley on the team. Let's go ahead and get Donald Royal on the team. Okay. All right. So we got 2 other guys we got on the team. Maybe we can trade these guys for some picks. All right. I had to check to make sure this guy wasn't real. But what is his trade value like? Because I've never seen this before in my life. Ober's got 3-star trade value. Oh my God. He's got enough to go as Moses Malone. Oh, bet. That's definitely going to help us here. All right, I traded a bunch to get a bunch of first-round picks. If you didn't know, now you know. Ton of first-round picks. So I think we can finally go ahead and put together our next trade to try to get another talent on this team. I know I was going to go Glenn Rice, but I'm thinking, I wonder how expensive a rookie Shawn Kemp is. Oh, yeah, he's a lot. Okay, I'm not even going to play that game. We already got our... Eddie Johnson. I wonder if we can get him for relatively cheap. What if we do John Williams? Okay, valuable asset. That's fine. I got picks for days. Okay, you want Gordon? That's not going to happen because I don't want this dude. But I will give you 2 picks. I don't want to give you Gordon Dudley. I want to use him for somebody else. Thank you very much. But I'll give you another pick. All right, cool. So we got that. That's done. So we got our small forward. Now we need a point guard. No, let's get rid of you. We'll throw Dudley on there. We need to go chasing after point guards here. So we got Hersey Hawkins. He seemed like they're going to acquire $290K more than they can afford. That's fine. I will take Butler here. A valuable asset. Okay, so it's not going to be too difficult, hopefully. Hopeful maybe this will make it work. Let's go, baby. We got Hersey Hawkins. All right, cool. So we got the starting 5. It's not a great starting 5, keep in mind. Actually, I kind of want to upgrade Eddie Johnson here. So what if I do this? Can I get a better small forward? See, now I'm getting greedy. but that's the best way to do. We got Charles Smith, Dominique's not going to happen. Glenn Rice. Can I go talk to you about Glenn Rice now? Alright, I'm going to try to go seconds and see if I can get out of here saving that last first. That's not going to happen. What if I give you that last first? That's not going to happen either. Dang. Okay, so let's get rid of Glenn Rice. We'll see if we can go after another guy here. Chris Mullen's not going to happen because he's too young. Dan the Man I always mess up that last name. That might be our move, unless we want Chuck Pearson, or actually, let's go Reggie Williams. And let's get rid of this pick. Okay, what about that? Alright, what if I give you seconds? If the seconds don't work, I'm not gonna... Okay, so that's a dead deal. That's fine. Now we're gonna go try to do Trade Finder, see if we can't turn Wingate and a first into like a role player to come off the bench, hopefully. Hopefully we can make that happen. Oh my goodness, this is taking so long. Okay, we could get Manute Bol to come off our bench along with Kenny Payne. I don't hate that idea. I do want to see around the league though. So we got Joe Klein, AJ English, Greg Grant, and Mike Gaminsky. Okay, Mike Gaminsky looks tall. He's only 6'11". Oh, shout out to that guy from Duke. I was going to say, that name sounded familiar. Could get Chris Dudley. Don't know if I want him necessarily. Could get 2 first-round picks in exchange for him, but I don't really need picks. Randy Brewer. I don't know, is Manute Bol, is he the move in this? Like, what are his grades? Post D and rebounding obviously are going to be up there. Pretty much everything else is not going to be there, though, so I don't know that I feel like I can get him for less. So what if we do Tucker him in the first and see what that gets us? Okay, so we got Ron Anderson and Manute Bol. So we can get a small forward to come off the bench as well. I don't hate that idea. That looks like that's going to be the move. Okay, and we're going to Trade Finder these 2 guys in our last first-round pick and see if we can get somebody else to come off the bench. I would like to upgrade one of these guys to like an 80 off the bench. I don't want another pick. This could get us 76 and a 75. So if we throw Anderson and Brooks into a trade, can we get something out of that? Get Blue Edwards. Nope. Nothing good. What about... Nope, I don't want you. What about Randy Brewer? If we throw him in there, we get Craig Elo to come off the bench. We could get Doc Rivers. I don't hate the Doc Rivers trade. Stacey Augmon. I don't hate Doc Rivers. Stacey Augmon's young from UNLV. 6'8" shooting guard. That's kind of nuts. That doesn't really do anything, though, because Ron Anderson's already a 78. I feel like that's kind of a scam. Alright, let's see if we can't go get some more draft capital. Alright, just going through here, and I managed to secure a trade against for Spud Webb, so we are making some moves. We got another 80 on the team. I feel like 80s are kind of hard to come by. And just kind of looking around the league, like, yeah, the Bulls are nasty, but, like, a lot of teams don't have full 80 overall lineups. So I'm not mad at that at all. If we can start flipping these guys and getting some 80s here and there, or, like, we can get Burkowski and Fred Roberts. I don't want to give up a first, though. All right, we trade this. We get a pick in return, and we get Ricky Pierce. We could go get Del Curry. We could go get another sharpshooter to come off our bench. But I'm liking this Ricky Pierce deal, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to try to throw Ron Anderson and the recently acquired pick from the Supersonics and see what that can turn into. We could go get Del Curry and Rex Chapman. I don't really want to give up Manute Bol, although I don't know that he necessarily is safe on my bench. I think they got to do that to make the money match. But what if I make the money match like this? They want another first, but they're going to give us a first. Okay, and we get Rex Chapman and Del Curry. Yeah, I'm going to make that deal. That gives us having Del Curry and, we got Ricky Pierce here, though, at shooting guard, so we probably need to make a move there. So we'll throw him in that first together, and Dale Ellis. No, I don't need shooting guard. I could get Ron Sickley, which would be a good addition to come off the bench at center. Scott Skiles. Kenny Smith, don't hate that either. Buck Williams, ooh, Buck Williams feels like a good move. Although I do like this Ron Sickley trade. Plus he is actually really good. I'm going to do that deal. It might end up biting me in the tail end because I don't think I can get any more picks. Although I think if I throw some of these guys in there, I might be able to get some more picks. Ooh, look at that. Just like that, there's Dale Ellis again. Did we have Dale Ellis before? I thought we did. Dude, my freaking memory is so bad, but I'm going to do this Dale Ellis deal. And that should give us, okay, so we got some talent. And now I'm going to try to throw these last few together and see if that can't grab us one more guy. It is not. We have a second. Let's throw the second in there, find out. Maybe that makes a difference. I don't really know what we need. Antoine Carr, don't hate that. Frank Burkowski, where did he play? Penn State. Antoine Carr, Wichita State's own. Alright, and then we got Ron Anderson we could bring back with Randy Brewer. Let's do that. And then Ron Anderson. Well, actually, low-key, I feel like we kind of got our team the way we need it. I do want to see if I can get anything else for, I don't have any more picks, but if I throw Brad Daughtry in here, can I get anything better? I don't think I'm going to be able to, but maybe I can just maybe upgrade from Danny Manning. I could go get Horace Grant, but then I'd be giving them Danny Manning, and honestly, I'd rather keep hold of him, and I have Hersey Hawkins, so I'm not hating that at all. I do need a small forward that's not Eddie Johnson, so can Ron Sickley get me that? I don't think so. Ooh, we could get Horace Grant. We could get Reggie Williams. Do we get Reggie Williams? Take him from Denver? That's going to leave us one more short, but let me see. That would leave us. Okay, so we got, let's trade. We got too many shooting guards. So what about Dale Ellis? Can that get us a small forward if we throw him in there? Or we get Mark Aguirre. We get Kenny Smith. I don't need point guards. Tony Campbell, Buck Williams. Oh, it's just not quite where I want it to be. Maybe Dell instead. We keep Dale Ellis. Maybe he'll be worth more. Vernon Maxwell, Mark Aguirre again. This just isn't doing what I want it to do. I wanted another small forward that was not Eddie Johnson, but I don't think I'm going to make that happen. So I got to figure something out. So my last stitch effort here is to reverse trade finder, and I want to see, is there a deal? There's no Glenn Rice deal. The other one I was looking at, not James Worthy, that's not going to happen. But Dan the Man, is there any world that we make this work without Brad Daugherty being involved? So I'd have to give up Danny Manning to make this happen. Do I want to give up Danny Manning? Because I feel like, I might, but Dan the Man's got such good defense, bro. He's got the best perimeter D out of any small forward. All right, we're going to do that deal. I don't want to. That's fine. We do need a starting power forward now. So I'm hopeful these two guys together can get me my starting power forward. Or I can get old Moses Malone. Or I can get Hot Rod Williams, Robert Parrish, Owen Nice, Orlando Blackman, or Horace Grant. But then that gives the Bulls a pretty good center. Do I do that deal knowing that I can outdo that? I think we do. I think we do that deal, and I think that gives us the team we want, and we're going to run an 8-man and just hope that this is enough to do it for us. So we got Hersey Hawkins at the point with Dale Ellis playing shooting guard, Dan the Man at small forward, Horace Grant power forward, Brad Daugherty at center. Then we have Drazen Petrovic, Eddie Johnson, Del Curry coming off the bench. I kind of want Drazen to start personally, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're at the trade deadline here. We're sitting at 29-13. Looking across the league at the standings, we are number 1 over here in the East, which is kind of crazy. The Bulls are all the way in number 6, so I wonder if taking Horace Grant away from them really messed them up. Where do they have? Where's did they trade him? Didn't I trade for Horace? What did they do with what's his name? I don't know. All I know is they have Harvey Grant instead of Brad Daugherty, and I think that really helped us secure. But since we are technically in first, I don't see a reason why we would do any more deals. Looking at stats, player stats, we got Brad Daugherty leading the way with 18, 17. Horace Grant not doing a whole lot, but he's getting boards, which is what we got him for, was boards and blocks, which he's doing a great job of. Yeah, I don't see any reason to change it up. I feel like our team's solid. And just like that, Clyde Drexler is your MVP, averaging almost 30 a game. Dikembe Mutombo, Rookie of the Year, shocker there. I should have gone after Dikembe, man. God, he would have been an anchor. Michael Adams winning six-man. David Robinson, Defensive Most Improved. Doug West, Coach of the Year is Lenny Wilkins for the Cavs. And Terrell Blair, Executive of the Year. Look at us. Nobody here. Wow, no Jordan. That's crazy, bro. No Jordan. Jordan's on the third, All-NBA third team. What did he average? Oh my gosh, where am I at? 25 a game? What the heck, Jordan? What are we doing? Scotty's numbers are up, but dang. Brad Daugherty up here with his board having Dennis Rodman would have been a great pull, but I don't think that would have happened. We are sitting over here as the number 3 seed because they decided to mess up and take Petrovic out, and I don't feel like that is the move. I want to leave Petrovic in. Honestly, given where we're at in the year... Wait, do we have... Oh, that's why. We don't have any backup bigs. I'm an idiot. I didn't get any backup bigs except for Kurt Rambis. Oh, no. Alright, well, I guess we got to throw Kurt Rambis in the lineup just to get the guys some rest. Dang, bro, I didn't even see that. Dude, you can tell it's been a while since I've done a rebuild. Alright, we're going to take game 1, we're going to take game 2, and we're going to take game 3 for a nice, clean sweep. Going here against the Celtics. Who are we playing against? They got D. Brown, they got Larry Bird, they got Robert Parrish, and they got Reggie Lewis. Luckily, this is towards the end of Larry's career, so I'm not thinking much of it. Okay, so now I am. We need to shorten to a 7-man, and I need you playing less minutes, and I need you playing less minutes, and I need you playing 40, you playing close to 40, you playing 40. I need Drazon playing at, 39 with Hershey here. Alright, and that's how we're going to rock it out. We're going to take a game. They're going to take another, so we're going to, hope, you know what you got to do in these moments. 5-man it up, and hope that's enough. Simcast it is. And it looks as though okay, we made a comeback. Made a comeback. Oh, they're keeping it close, though. It's a tie game. Oh, it's back and forth. And they're going to take it, and we are going to get eliminated. And Clyde Drexler is going to be your NBA Finals MVP as they... Oh, my God, dude. The Trailblazers are just disgusting in the sim. Clyde at a 95. Dude, what did the Bulls do? They got swept by the Cavs? That is crazy. All right, first rebuild in the wheel of rebuilds was sadly a failure. But hey, make sure you guys check out the next video. Hopefully y'all enjoy the NBA content. I will see y'all next time.